the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise,
touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. It's a room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, you're really going to 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit back on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try the left side. Herrick. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
Nice linebacker play.
Yellow.
Pick up the ball. Mike 9. Hey. We got it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Fine time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 7 yards to pick up there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Marshall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, way to go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
The
talking about.
prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now Eckler. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten any announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Being chased up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Chandler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Herbert on first down now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try the left side. Herrick, and good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it, Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Go. Go. 49.
Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mahomes will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. Tolbert. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 69 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So a huge gain on the ground here puts him into a wonderful spot. And remember, of course, a touchdown wins him.
And we're in overtime, right? So you have to think defense has been out there for 4 quarters. Might be a little bit tired. The attrition of the game may have led to that long run.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish finish things off.
And part one is done, now part two.
Eckler will get it again on second down. But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. With his first throw in OT.
And that's caught by Williams.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing, Herbert.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Herbert.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now Herbert. He's got Eckler, and he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So that's it. No double overtime until the play.